Hello YouTubers, I want to show you an active reload guide for every single weapon in Gears of War 4. Now some people I'm sure are looking information what happens when you active reload, or they're just not sure what it simply does for certain weapons. So I want to provide you guys this information for every single weapon in this game, and I hope I can provide you the information you guys are looking for. Now guys, let's talk about the most basic weapon in Gears of War, the Lancer. Now, if you guys notice when I'm shooting the wall, it's just, the usual bullets laying in the wall. But now, you guys pay attention very closely. When active reloading, the weapon becomes stronger. It becomes bigger. You notice like it has a light and fire shooting through the wall. And not only that, when you're active reloading, it just increases the radius of the bullet. So it gives you a bigger chance taking on opponents and finishing them much faster. And I don't know if I'm going crazy, but I do notice a slightly faster fire rate when active reloading, which is really good. It helps you shoot down enemies much faster. And then in this game, everything counts. So it's all about time when active reloading, because you don't always want to active reload all the time. You want to choose it at the right time so you could you could finish off your opponent much faster. But remember, once you active reload, you have to wait another 10 to 15 seconds for you to active reload again. And everything counts in this game. So you gotta really time your active reload with the Lancer. But like I said, it increases damage, and that's very important. Now, if you're laying headshots with the Lancer, you're gonna down so much faster. Now we're gonna talk about the most popular weapon in the game, the Nasher. Now, the active reloading is pretty simple. Now, when you active reload the shotgun, basically the radius and the pellets become much bigger. So you have a bigger chance to take someone out, and you have a higher chance of, even one-shotting your opponent. So the Nasher shotgun's really strong when active reloading it, but it's all about timing once again, just like the Lancer, like I said earlier. You want to time it in the right time. For example, like you just saw that clip earlier, I decided to active reload when I feel like I'm big jump, and I need all the all the power I can get with the Nasher. So it's all about timing once again, guys. So, pretty basic right there. Now for the pistol, all it does is when you active reload it just gets stronger, that's it. There's no really special ability behind it towards other weapons. But other than that, that's pretty basic right there. And of course, you want to time the pistol active reload at the right time so you can down your opponent much faster, because sometimes a whole clip doesn't really down an opponent, and active reloading on the pistol is just simply down the opponent much faster. So that's very important right there. Now guys, let's talk about the pickup weapons, and I'm going to talk about the Longshot rifle, my favorite weapon in the whole entire game, and it's always been my favorite weapon. Now when you active reload on the sniper, basically it doesn't get stronger. What happens is when you active reload, the bullet just gets bigger, so it increases the chance for you to get a headshot. Now I don't know if you guys really know this, but a lot of old school Gears of War fans know that back in the day on Gears of War 1, if you active reload, you down an opponent automatically, and that was just too damn cheap. So what they did was, instead of that, they just simply make the sniper rifle stronger. I mean, I'm sorry, not stronger, but the bullet bigger for you to get the headshot. They didn't really make it stronger for you to down somebody one shot. Can you imagine, guys, that in Gears of War 4 where you're capable of just one shot downing people? That is too cheap. So I agree that Epic Games and the developers think that by active reloading sniper rifle, just making it bigger instead of just one shotting down people, because that's just overpowered as hell. And of course, you want to active reload as much as possible, because it's just gonna help you get a headshot and a bigger chance. So, and everybody loves getting headshots with a long shot. So just constantly active reloading the long shot is just gonna be worth it. Now the next weapon we're gonna talk about is the Boomshot. Now this weapon's fun to use, and it's pretty simple. What happens when you active reload it? When you active reload it, the rocket splash radius becomes much bigger, and the weapon's just much stronger. And of course, you gotta be very careful when active reloading this weapon, because if opponent's near you, you're most likely gonna be able to kill yourself if you active reload the Boomshot and the enemy's coming towards you, close enough, of course. And the way I like to active reload this weapon is when there's a lot of opponents around, like for example, like King of Hill, or a lot of opponents are charging at you, and you active reload, you have a better chance, shooting more one opponent with the Boomshot. So because the splash radius, it just becomes very big when you active reload it. So, but that's a tip right there for you guys to know about the Boomshot when you're active reloading it. Now the next weapon is the Dropshot. Now this weapon, when you active reload it, what happens is the weapon not only travels faster to land on your opponent, it actually lands in the ground much faster too. So pretty simple active reload right there, and you want to time it right with the weapon as much as you can. And the Dropshot is a pretty overpowered weapon, so when you active reload it, not only will it travel faster, it's going to drop much faster too. So, and it's going to be very hard for your opponent to evade that weapon. So that's why I always stay away when I see somebody with the Dropshot. And I hope that a lot of people don't, you want to know your opponent that if he knows how to active reload the weapon, then he's gonna become a very devastating opponent. So, but since you guys know this, now the drop shot has become much more effective with you. When active reloading hammers, not only increases strength, it also increases the fire rate and the range. So if you notice when you active reload, you're able to tap fire the hammers much faster. So all those three shots are gonna land your opponent much faster. So, and it's really good when you're active reloading this weapon, especially when you aim for the head. So you're gonna notice you're gonna down opponents really fast with the hammers. So once again, like I always say in this video, it's all about timing. When's the right time for you to active reload the hammers, and it's really good when you know your opponent's really far away and you want to land your shots quickly and accurate as possible. So active reloading hammers just becomes very effective. Now for the Embar, when you active reload it, what it basically does is when you charge it, it releases in 2 seconds earlier than before. So active reloading the Embar simply just helps you take your opponent out much faster with it when you active reload it. So charging is not gonna be a problem, but what the problem is that once you active reload in the next 10 seconds, it wears off. So you gotta make it count. So like I said over and over again, it's all about timing, but it's pretty good once you active reload the Embar because it has 3 shots, and then you're gonna be able to tap fire and just charge a weapon much faster. So if there's a lot of multiple opponents going after you with the Embar, that's a good time active reloading it. And just like the Longshot, when you active reload it, the bullet becomes much bigger, so it's going for you be easier to get a headshot with it. So it's pretty neat with it. But remember, the Embar is not as good as the Longshot because it doesn't have a scope and it's just not as accurate. So, but the Longshot is just more effective when you active reload than it is with the Embar. Now the next active reload, the guy I want to provide you guys is the Retro Lancer. Now when you active reload in the Retro Lancer, it doesn't necessarily become stronger. Now when you active reload it, the shots become much accurate. If you notice, it's probably the Retro Lancer is pretty much the highest recoil weapon in the game. And when you active reload, you notice your shots are going to be much more accurate. So even when blind firing, it just becomes more accurate. So laying your shots on your opponents has become much easier. Especially when you try to aim from the head. So the Retro Lancer is such a powerful weapon and you could down people so fast. Especially when you're active reloading it, aiming for the head, and those shots are just becoming very accurate and just landing on your opponent's head. So you will down people so fast with this weapon. It's crazy. But that's pretty much it. All it does is just make your shots more accurate. Now the next weapon is the Bolt Talk, and man guys, this weapon's so fun to use when you active reload it. Now what happens is not only when you damage increases a little bit more, the fire rate's ridiculously insane. If you guys notice when active reload it, you could tap fire like crazy. But yeah, there's a lot of recoil, but once you get used to it with the controller or the mouse and keyboard, you're going to learn how to use it, and you're going to find that it's very useful, especially when somebody's rushing across the map. Or if you master the recoil, you could just simply headshot them real quickly once you active reload. So the Bolt Talk is very strong when active reloading it. So it's very extremely deadly and such a fun weapon to use. I always love using this weapon. So active reloading it just becomes way more OP. Now the next weapon is the Markza. Now this weapon, it used to be overpowered, but now they kind of stripped it down, the new update. So pretty much you can't really headshot people too easy. But anyway, I'm gonna get to the point. When you active reload as a weapon, it just gets stronger, and that's pretty much about it. And it's easier to get a headshot, so it's gonna help you get a headshot much easier. But sometimes when I'm using this weapon, it's very hard to get a kill with it because, you know, the new update, they patched it, and people realize, the developers realized that people were taking advantage of this weapon so badly that anybody that used it was just destroying people. Anybody that knew how to use this weapon was just getting headshots off the ass. So they decided to make it much weaker in every way you possibly imagine. But anyway, when you active reload this, it's not easy. It's still not easy, but it still gives you a better chance to get a kill, and especially with a headshot. So it's still strong rifle. It just takes almost a whole mag to down somebody. The fact that you reload once again is just, I don't know if this rifle is even worth it anymore. Then the next weapon is the Overkill. Now it's pretty simple what this weapon does. All it does is when you active reload it, it just gets stronger and spreads further, and it's a little bit more range. That's literally it. Not only that, it's easier to tap fire, so nothing too special. I like this weapon. It's pretty fun to use, but it's good against King of the Hill matches where people have to come towards you, as you can see in this video. But other than that, that's all it does. Now guys, the last weapon I want to talk about is the Torque Bow. I'm sure many people already figured out that what the Torque Bow does when you active reload, but Not only increases damage and splash damage, but once you active reload it, the weapon just charges much faster for you to land a shot on somebody. So it charges much faster. So once again, like always in this video, I'm saying is it's all about timing, you know, at the right time. So after reloading the torque bow is just going to simply kill time and land a shot on somebody much faster. So the torque bow plays a huge role in active reloading. It's very important. So I advise you guys to active reload this weapon as much as you can when you see somebody coming towards you or somebody's not paying attention and you see on their sights. But that's it for today's video. I hope I provided you guys some great information on active reloading on pretty much every weapon I just discussed. And I think I discussed every single weapon. I don't know if I missed a weapon, but if I did, comment below. But other than that, guys, I hope I provided you some great information, and I hope you enjoyed this video. But anyway, if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more content. But bye-bye.